And so what are you racing this weekend, Andrew?
Super Stockers. And it's the 2020. So you get to have two drivers to race. One driver will do 2 heats and the other driver does 2 heats, and then there's 2 20-lap feature races. So the one driver gets in and does the first 20 laps, and then the second driver gets in and does the other 20 laps.
And I suppose it's one of those meetings, you're driving with your dad, and any long-time Speedway fan at Rocky knows that your dad drove minis and they know who Chris Eade is, and how good to be getting back in the seat with Dad.
Oh, it's awesome. It really is good because he's always here helping me every meeting I go to and everything else. So it's good for him to get back in and have a drive.
And so when did he drive last?
It would have been maybe 2 years ago, I suppose. The last time that was the 2020, I think, was the last time that he drove, yeah.
Yep. You pair could possibly be the oldest pair in the field?
I think we are. We had a bit of a talk with DJ and whatever else, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, we're definitely up there, yeah.
So what ages are you and Dad?
Yep, so I'm 55, I'm the young one, and Dad's 77, there you go.
And I suppose, obviously, you grew up with Speedway, obviously, as a kid, so it was a natural thing. So how many years have you been racing?
I was a late bloomer, so I didn't start until I was in my 40s, so I wish I had started a lot earlier, but anyway, life's things happen, but yeah, I wish I had started a lot earlier, but I obviously grew up with it with Dad. Mum went into labour for me to be born when they had Nirimba track, so that was 1970, so end of 1970. So I remember growing up as a kid. I don't remember much of the mini days. I was obviously too little, but with the Corvette and everything, and in Blackwater and stuff like that, I remember, yeah.
So obviously, one of those things, I suppose. How exciting is that? Yeah, there's not too many sports, I suppose, that you can race with your dad, is there?
There's definitely not. And anyone who's never raced before, it's something that it's amazing. It's the feeling you get, the buzz you get, and everything else to actually race in amongst other cars and everything else. It is really good, but to actually share that feeling with somebody else, and even when he's not racing, when we're doing setups and we're talking, it's good to talk to somebody who understands and knows exactly what you're talking about.
So on the night, who's going to be the better driver, you reckon?
I think I'll just catch up. So hopefully he'll set it up all right, and then I'll just try and bring it home in one piece.
And I suppose, yes, it is pretty unique. Like I said, like with this race, does that mean father, sons and brothers? How exciting going to be for the whole field to know that, like, obviously the Thomas boys are going to be there and the Langleys, and obviously it's going to be, I suppose, it's going to be a really family affair, isn't it?
It is, and everyone's pretty good. The class has come a long way over the years, and everyone sort of looks out for each other. It's pretty good. At the end of the day, it's still racing, there's no doubt about that, but yeah, everyone, they talk, they help each other out, they share, and it's a huge thing. There's not many classes that do this sort of thing, so yeah.
So Chris, obviously, you're the, I suppose, the old man of the field.
I'd say so.
You got plenty of runs on the board.
Well, I had a few goes. I've raced a few times around the track, yeah.
How many years have you raced at Rock, and how long since you've raced there last?
I would say it would be, I don't know, 3 or 4 years since I raced there, probably. And I haven't really sat in this car that we're racing. I haven't sat in it and drove it for a few years, that's for sure.
And what's it going to mean to be actually? It was the last race you drove was with Andrew.
Yes, was with Andrew in one of the 2020s, like this weekend.
So when he asked you to do it, was it hesitation or straight yes?
Oh no, I'm happy to do it, sort of thing. But you've got to realise that I've got to try and look after the car a bit. I can't go flat out and just not care. I have to try and keep the car going. I don't want to wreck it, so he can't race in the final.
So I suppose, and what does it mean for you to be racing with your son once again?
It's great. It's really good. As he was saying earlier, it was very good that we can talk about things and we both understand different things about handling and car setups and that sort of stuff. It's quite and it's also a father-son thing that you enjoy at my time in life. I'm really happy with it.
And I suppose, like I said before, there's not a lot of sports where you can have father-son participation, except lawn bowls probably.
Yeah, possibly, yeah, that's right, yeah. And I think this is a little bit different to lawn bowls. I have had a go at lawn bowls once, but it's really not my thing. I think car racing's more my thing. Fangio said, you haven't lived until you've raced. So, yeah. And he was an old Formula One racer, very, very old.
Yeah. So how many years did you race for?
I raced probably, we built the first track with a lot of help from the Speedway Club. We built the first track down at Nirimba in 69, 70, around that time sort of thing. And obviously I raced then, and I've raced super sedans in the end. In the early days we called them A-grade saloon cars, but then they changed their name to super sedans, and I raced them from Cairns to Canberra. I've actually raced at quite a few tracks between Cairns and Canberra.
And I suppose what's going to be the trick this week? So you get two heats to drive the car with Andrew beside you.
No, he won't be beside me. He'll be sitting on the infield or on the outfield, and he'll be saying, "Come on, Dad," or "Be careful, Dad, with my car."
So yes, and I suppose, and how many horsepower does this one got compared to your old race cars?
Well, this car would have, I think we said, this has got an LS3 or something motor in it, and they make horsepower very easily in relation to the old Chev motors. These are much better motor, and this probably makes 665 horsepower, and my old, well, the last Corvette I built had 600 horsepower. No, sorry, 500 horsepower, not 600, no. 500 horsepower, so there's a big difference. But of course my car was very light. It was a super sedan and it had very wide tyres, and so it could actually put the power onto the ground better than what these cars do. With these, the main limiting factor with these cars is the tyres that fitted to them.
And I suppose obviously getting back to the track again, you haven't raced for a few years. Is there any chance that Chrissy will become a regular at the racetrack?
I'd love to, but I'd have to win the pools or something first so I could buy a car, because I can't get him out of it.
So this is the first time putting your bum and seat a car in probably over 3 years. How exciting is it to do it with your son?
Yeah, no, it'll be pretty good, eh? Yeah, we'll haven't driven for 3 years or whatever now, so yeah, it'll be good to jump in there with him and show him how to do it.
And yeah, pretty happy with this class. Obviously, I think there's 16 or 17 cars nominated, and over half the field is father and son. How good will that feel to be out to be one of those unique families out there racing?
And we don't want to beat one of them, we want to beat the lot of them, eh? Yeah, I don't know how we'll go, but we'll go all right. But it'll be good to race against them all, eh? Definitely, yeah.
And I suppose, obviously, how many years were you racing for?
Oh, probably 40 years now. Yeah, racing on and off, yep.
And how about DJ? How long's he been running for?
Be 10? Yeah, 10 years, yeah.
And so who's going to be the better driver on the night, you or the young one?
Oh, it'd have to be me, wouldn't it? I don't know, mate, eh?
Well, he's taught by the best, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we'll give it a go.
Is this class new to you, or did you start out in this class?
I've been running this class for ever since it's been going, really, eh? Yeah, yep. It's a good class. We can do what we really want to do, eh? Yeah.
So what's preparation been for this event?
Well, we're right for this weekend now, eh? So we had heaps before that, but yeah.
Yeah. So what's the prep? So the car's been running pretty consistent.
Yeah. It's a good car. Yeah, it's been running really great, eh? Yeah. Yep. Just a couple of shockies breaking and all that sort of stuff. That DJ's a bit too rough on the car. Blames everyone else, but.
And I suppose it's exciting that this is your first time that you race it with DJ. Have you ever been with him?
No. We've raced it a couple of times together. I think it's the last two we've won the last two. So we're going like 3 out of 3.